Greetings, Eastside family. Last week we announced that we'd be resuming in-person worship services on June 14th, and I hope you're as excited about that as I am. As we resume meeting together, things are going to look a little different than they did before. So today I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of our facilities to show you what to expect as you come on June 14th. As we discuss the modifications we're making to our services, we acknowledge that some of you may feel that these modifications are a little too restrictive, and you may feel that it requires a sacrifice of your personal freedom. Others may feel that the modifications are not restrictive enough, and you may feel like we haven't done enough to accommodate people's personal safety. But it's interesting to consider the example of Christ, who sacrificed both his personal safety and his personal freedom for the glory of God. To us, while personal safety and personal freedom are important, they're not the gospel priority. The gospel priority for us is to give glory to God. And so the way we've established things is in the best way we could during this very challenging time, to allow our congregation to focus on worshiping the Lord, and as we say in our first church value, seeking a relationship with God first. Please recognize, Eastside family, that if you don't feel comfortable joining us in person on June 14th, please feel no obligation or guilt about that. We'll see you when you feel the time is right for you to rejoin. But in the meantime, you'll be able to connect with us remotely by watching a live streaming service that starts at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday, but will be available anytime after that. As in early March, we will have services at 9:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. However, we will be adding a second venue for these services. So, for example, at 9:30 a.m., simultaneously we will have the service in the auditorium and in the gymnasium. Likewise, at 11 a.m., we will have the service in the auditorium and, if necessary, have seating available in the gymnasium. Now, in both of these locations, there will be live music. The message will be held live in the auditorium and will be streamed then into the gymnasium in both services. All of the service times and venues will be mostly the same, with one exception. At 9:30 a.m. in the auditorium, we have reserved this time and place for those individuals who are at higher risk. For folks who are at higher risk, we ask that you would consider joining us at 9:30 a.m. in the auditorium, though you're certainly free to attend at any time or any venue. Those who are not considered at higher risk right now, and you can go to the CDC website for additional clarification on that. If you're not higher risk at this time, we would ask that you not join us at 9:30 a.m. in the auditorium. If you'd like to come at 9:30 a.m., the gymnasium will be the option for you. Now, at all of our services, we're recommending that people wear masks, but at the 9:30 a.m. service in the auditorium, masks will be required. As you come onto our premises, we're sure you're excited about greeting one another, and we're really excited about greeting you as well. But we would ask that as you do that, you maintain the 6-foot distancing guidelines that we've been hearing about and practicing for quite some time now. You'll see as you enter the auditorium or the gymnasium that seating has been arranged to provide for proper distancing. And at certain places within our facilities, we'll have some elements marked out along the floor and such to make sure that we're able to just have a sense of what 6 feet is and how we can stay appropriately distanced from one another, even as we greet one another. There are lots more specific elements of our reopening plan. If you'd like to see those in detail, I encourage you to look at the file that accompanied this email if you're watching this video in connection with the Midweek Connection, or also you could go to our website, eastsidegrace.org/reopening. God bless you, and I'm excited to say that for many of you, I will not just figuratively see you, but I will literally see you on June 14th.